Give me a second, chat. Wait for it. And there we are. Big reveal. How's it going, guys? All right, Samir, first over on Twitch and YouTube. Congrats, my friend. Also, the podium finishers over on YouTube would be Wolverine coming in second and Samuel coming in third. Meanwhile, Cade over on Twitch. How are you, man? Podium finisher over there. Thank you very much, sir. Whew. How you guys doing today? Super well, I hope. Oop, I clicked on the wrong thing. What do we need to do? We need to do a skill and a mystic. Let's go get a one-hit SP2 with Rentra. How are you guys doing? And there are not a lot of raid options now for Mystic. Also, Cade, congrats on your rank 4 Dust, Destroyer, and Bong. Congratulations, man. I'm looking forward to Dr. Bong at some point. Whenever I get there in the login calendar, he will get got. Yo, Spidey first mod. Over on YouTube side, at least. Samir technically was here bright and early, but I'll count it. Samir would be the first mod on Twitch, though. He's really racking up the accolades today, actually. But yeah, I'm doing good, Kate. Thank you for asking. It's a new day, a new week. I mean, technically that was a new week yesterday, but it doesn't really count since it was a holiday. Now it's a work week and I gotta lock in. You've been using Destroyer for Photon. That's interesting. You got Sable to rank 5. I did see that, Samir. Yeah. I saw you were working on your personal best for getting that Red Oak down. Very nice. Very nice. I'm still a few catalysts away from a rank 5 myself. So it'll be a little bit. Excited for some Coliseum tomorrow, though. Chat? Gonna go fight some, who is it? Morningstar is one of them. Silver Samurai, I think. Silver Samurai and Morningstar. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. The way you worded it, I was like, it sounded like the reverse. I was like, dang, I didn't know that was a matchup. I didn't know that was a strat. Come on. There we go. All right, that's a decent amount of ruptures. Ah, if it would have crit. Oh, well. I feel like that could be Rentra's catchphrase. If only it would have crit. All right, here we go. We'll try again. And still no crit. Wonderful. Oh, well. Yo, Winford, how are you, man? Be Dizzle that goat, no cap, and that's Fax? Is that supposed to be a fax machine? That looks more like a cash register to me. I think it is a fax machine, or it's like a home phone. I don't really know. But thank you for being my hype man. We got the spicy content coming tomorrow, chat. We got Coliseum. And skill champion. Any champion I use is a skill champion, am I right? All right. Let's go with choose Mr. Knight. Why not? Be kind of fun. What's on the card tonight? Probably... Man, I don't want to cook you too much, actually. I almost said your mom, but... No, dude, I that would be too respectful, or disrespectful, I should say. You wouldn't have deserved that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably just arena, since we're gonna be pounding our head against Coliseum tomorrow. It would be Battlegrounds if I wasn't fortunate enough to already be out of the victory track. By the way, guys, you only have like, what, 16 more hours or so? So go ahead and get that Battlegrounds run finished. Dude, hey, listen, Samir, you guys, your mama, I feel like yo mama me all the time, I swear. Or maybe it's not you, but I swear I get yo mama. Maybe it's sheep. I don't know. It does happen, though. Oh yeah, okay, that would be way too busted though if it had like double value. Thank you, Whitford. You're right, man. You're right. I was actually half tempted to play Rocket League tonight, Samir, but I needed to get some arena in. You have never yo mamaed me, dude. I swear, man, I could be making it up, to be honest. It feels like it happens more often than not. Maybe I'm conflating it with real life work. My coworker actually yo mamas me. Or maybe I'm just like too savage and I just I'm the one who's always yo mamaing. Yes, do it. Samir, I can't change games now. I don't have another thumbnail. I should though. Did you see they're bringing Rocket League up to Unreal Engine 6? So it's gonna start looking really good. That's gonna be interesting. Oh shoot. I tip my hat, Winford. My mom. Shout out if you know that reference, by the way. Whoa, that was like the craziest heavy ever from the champion. Yeah, hopefully they don't completely like crap the bed with the Rocket League change. I feel like with the kind of, I don't know, I want to say dedication they've had to the game lately, or lack thereof, rather. I don't know, man. I'm not very optimistic about it. The announcement too, it seemed to kind of indicate that Rocket League might be getting wrapped up and bundled into Fortnite, which I hope doesn't happen, but that has been the leak and a rumor for a while. Not that I don't like Fortnite. I don't want them to be bundled into the same game. I like my games very separate. It would be insane though if I could get progress on the Fortnite Battle Pass from playing Rocket League. Vatira won another major. Yeah, Carmine Corp, they cooked, dude. They were unstoppable. I bet you didn't think I was watching that, huh? It was a bit surprising to see NRG go out so early, though. Yeah, quality games. They looked unstoppable. Carmine Corp, even when they were going against Vitality, I think. Vitality took a couple games off of them, but I never thought that like they were going to lose. Man, I could probably blitz the 4-star arena a lot better now. Speaking of which, did the Mysterium reset? No, not that resets tomorrow. I won't bore you guys with 4-star rank ups today then. Dang. Yeah, Carmine Corp was looking crazy. I don't know. I feel like I can't get fully hyped for Unreal Engine 6 because my computer is a hunk of junk. I'll probably go from Rocket League being like a playable game FPS wise to just being in the gutter. I hope that's not the case. Rocket League is not that intensive of a game, but maybe if the graphics are jacked up to 1 million, it would be. Yeah, NRG going out so early, I think messed up a lot of people and really like shattered expectations people had. Dude, competitive Rocket League is super fun to watch. It just makes me feel so inadequate though. Like I realize just how bad I am at the game. Because I think I'm like maybe slightly above average. I don't think I'm like a beast or anything, but I'm definitely not like average. Okay. But then you watch people in the RLCS and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm maybe like I'm really bad. Fatira's undisputed GOAT. Yeah, I don't really know as far as like who is even in the Rocket League GOAT discussion. I don't keep up with it that much. But I do know that Carmine Corp squad has been very, very good. Come on, Kang. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Stun lock. Beautiful. Dude, I should take Kang to rank 4. There's like 10 names you can have. Yeah, so some of them are retired though, aren't they? I mean, who would it even be though? I mean, you could like it kind of depends. Like the issue with the GOAT conversation is like sometimes the GOAT doesn't necessarily equate to like most championships. They could just be like the best ever. And like bummer that they didn't get the right team or whatever, you know. That's what makes that conversation so difficult in every sport. Is this how non-sports fans feel when you talk about basketball in the NFL too much? I feel like I know nothing. Yeah, I think so, Spidey. Yeah. Hey, it just gives you something to go look into, Spidey. I can't remember. Spidey, have you played Rocket League before? If not, you should go give it a go. Go download the game. It's free to play. So it'll cost you 0 cents and $0. And go hop in a game with Samir and he'll carry you to victory. Yo, welcome in, Nigel. Imagine Nikola Jokic anywhere but Denver. Yeah, that's an excellent excellent analogy. And look at what he's been able to do in Denver. I mean, Denver is not like abysmal, okay? But yeah, I think like he's living below his potential a little bit. Yo, what's up, Swiss? How are you, man? Hopping into the middle of our Rocket League, our professional Rocket League discussion. You had it when it was a still yeah, dude, I bought it when it was paid as well. It was only ever like, wasn't it only like $5-10? It was pretty cheap, I thought. Man, you really gonna make me fight Rhino in arena? Gross. Spidey, you should go hop into it. I mean, we could in the near future do a Rocket League stream, and maybe you'd want to play. Get you prepared, man. Vatira, here, I'm gonna go down the list, and if I know them, I'll let you know. Or I've at least heard the name. Vatira, Squishy I've heard of. He's famous for inventing the Squishy save. He's also a very popular streamer. Justin I've heard of. I think he still plays, doesn't he? But I think he's a little bit older now. Like, he's been around for a while. Garrett, I don't know if Garrett still plays or not, but I know the name. Turbo I've never heard of. K-Dop, I think I've heard of like once. Daniel I've never heard of. Oh, Kronovi. I skipped over Kronovi. Kronovi I have heard of. I watched Kronovi back in the day. And then Zen, I think it's maybe too early to put in the GOAT discussion. He's still like has a very young career. I'm just gonna hit special 3. But I do think Zen is very good, and I think he has a good argument to be the GOAT in the future. He hasn't, I don't know that he's done quite enough yet. You've never played Rocket League, Swiss? You should give it a try. If you like soccer or cars, you should give it a try. I think it's really fun. It can be a little tricky to get into. That's what's rough about Rocket League. It's got a very high learning curve, like very, very high. I've heard of Turbo Pulsa, yeah. Yeah, so I'm like familiar with the names and stuff, but not like everything that they've done. What's soccer? It's actually in Rocket League, it's Sock-Car, like SOCCAR. That's how they refer to it. But yes, for you people, I mean, if you're comparing it to real life sports, but you're in the UK, then yeah. Or I guess basically anywhere else in the world, right? Then it would be football. Eventually, once world peace is achieved, I'm sure we'll all agree to one term or the other. Oh, he still plays for Foot? Oh, okay. But he was kind of like one of the older guard, wasn't he? I'm not going to say he's washed, but I mean... Wow, that was like the most passive Sandman I've ever seen. It worked for him, though. It worked for him. I don't remember Viv's Special 3 animation. I'll go see it. No, watching professional Rocket League to me is like watching professional Street Fighter. It's incredible to just see the performance, like the high skill that people play at. Excuse me. Wow, okay. Viv is not usually talked about in the conversation for like best special 3, I feel like, but that was very solid. Like that was pretty impressive. Yeah, Rocket League is, yeah, you have to have just such quick reaction times. I think people just retire out of necessity. You probably just can't keep up as well anymore, to no fault of your own. Like, that's just life. But I think a lot of people, if they can, try to transfer into the content creator space for Rocket League. I don't know how like lucrative Rocket League esports is. I mean, a lot of esports for that matter. I do think it will be a lot more lucrative down the road. It feels like it's kind of growing a lot lately, but it's still not like super profitable. Few esports do it to varying degrees of success, but the world hasn't quite grown and adapted into the esports world yet. I think eventually it'll be like a lot more mainstream though. That's kind of what we saw with memes. Like, dude, memes used to be like you only really like had looked at memes if you were that really weird kid at school, but now memes are just common. Everybody sends memes to everybody else and it's cool. But it was not as cool back in the day. You just had to have friends that were memers. Which I'm glad. I'm glad anime and memes are mainstream. Makes my life a lot better. Makes me a lot more of a normal human being than I already am. Which is not very normal. Aleda, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. I love the cat with the sunglasses. Ah, I always deck set too early. It's such a weird timing. Yeah, they don't even get called memes anymore. It's just look at this funny image I found, I guess. And then, like, I guess memes have kind of rolled into, like, TikTok. I feel like a lot of people just send video-related things now. It's kind of transformed a little. I don't think you really get memes like you used to with like the top and bottom text and stuff like that. They still exist, but I feel like the focus has very much shifted towards like short form, just video content. Swiss. Sounds like it would be fun to be your friend on Facebook, man. I will definitely spam like Instagram shorts to my friends. I don't even know if they all look at them. Which is crazy. I like don't spend... I'm a big believer in the fact that like short form content is just almost a net negative. Like there's nothing to be gained from it. Like it literally is just such a time waster. Makes you more dumber, you know, like I just think it's probably not good for society. But that being said, I still partake of it, you know? I try to very heavily limit my short form content consumption though. But some people I know, man, like even coworkers I have, when it's our lunch break, dude, they're just scrolling reels and TikTok and stuff for that entire hour. I could never. Just if I'm going to the bathroom. That's like kind of my rule. I don't want to get too addicted to it. I have a fairly addictive personality, I feel like. Anybody remember a Quibi? That doesn't ring a bell to me at all. If I'm even pronouncing that right. Dude, I need it to be raid week again so I can break out Vision Arcus. That dude fried. When does that new Spider-Man movie come out? Does anybody in chat know? I know they released like a little trailer for it, and we all got super hyped about it. I don't remember the release date. There's an app that did short episodes or miniseries. That sounds like fun. Was it like before or after Vine? July 31st. Okay, that's exciting. What? Wait. That's actually crazy. My wife and I might go see that on the day it releases. Actually, wait. No, we can't. We'll be out of town. Oh, man. And it's the type of out of town that I don't think there would be a theater nearby. Gosh dang it, man. Dang, that sucks. I mean, on the bright side, maybe when we do go see it, the theater won't be like super packed. Although we have kind of like a little hole in the wall theater we like to go see movies at now, because I don't think anybody knows there's a theater there. like clearly enough people know that it stays in business, but anytime we see a movie there, dude, even if it just came out, there's like nobody in the theater, and it is the greatest. You can watch movies out of town sometimes, yeah, but I doubt it in this case. Came out after Vine. I wonder why it didn't explode in popularity then. Maybe like TikTok had a stranglehold on people already, or back when it was called like Musical.ly or whatever. Man, their advertising campaign was insane. I feel like there was a period of time on YouTube where every single ad ever shown was for TikTok. And I would just insta skip it. I never downloaded it, never cared to even see what it was. Little did I know it was going to change society forever. What the unk doing? We're just, you know, talking about TikTok and its rise to power, I guess. Playing some arena. Warming up my gameplay so we can put up those high scores on Coliseum tomorrow. Hopefully I can use Count Nefaria to a decent degree of success. Probably not, though. He's not super fast for that kind of stuff. Oh, Spidey. Oh, dude, if you've never had YouTube Premium before, your world is about to get rocked, man. It's so nice. It's very difficult to not just like watch YouTube for an entire day. You never realize just how much ads kind of keep you from spending too much time on there. Spotify, I can't really attest to. I just use YouTube Music since I have YouTube Premium. I got the fresh shave looking like a super senior. Yeah, you know it, dude. I'm about to attend that high school football game this week, you know? Actually, I'm not. I will say, though, high school football games were absolutely peak, and like that's one of the biggest things I think I would want to do if I could go back in time. Just go to football games again. They were so fun. Yeah, YouTube Premium is like, I'm not a huge endorser of subscriptions. I think largely they're death by a thousand cuts. But dude, YouTube Premium is so worth it, especially for me. Like, I spent, regrettably, probably too much time on YouTube. I mean, I'm not like watching brain rot content. Usually I'm watching people build really cool things or like really geeky nerd videos, but still, not having ads is fantastic. We'll be allegedly creating new accounts, taking advantage of not worry about creating new accounts for YouTube. Yeah, once in a while I do a full reset on the facial hair. I got a haircut today too, so I figured might as well do it all at once. Aw, Yondu. Yeah, I mean, look, YouTube Premium is fantastic and worth it to pay for. I pay for it, well, I mostly have it for YouTube Music or whatever. But I mean, if you really just don't like ads on YouTube, there are ways to get around it. The issue is like YouTube is constantly updating how their website works and stuff, and it's kind of not worth the fight, I feel like, because they'll throttle your video loading time if you have certain ad block things set up on it. Like, they know, and they're always trying to like shut down those kinds of methods, I guess, because that's how they make their money, is by running ads. Although I will say you can allegedly VPN to countries where like YouTube just doesn't show ads, and I've heard that works, like places like Albania or something like that. I don't know if it's like because of laws for those countries or there's just not enough people to warrant advertising, but apparently that's a strategy that works. Haven't really tried it though. But then you're like probably paying for a VPN, so you're paying for something anyway. You might as well just pay for YouTube Premium. Oh, it's gonna hit him. I knew it. Yeah, I envy that sheep. That sounds so nice. Yeah, I agree, Spidey. Like, VPNs are really cool and they're really nice, but fast they are not. They're definitely not made for speedy buffering and stuff. You can get even the good ones, like you can get good ones out there, but they can only go so fast just because that's like the technology. You used to get full TED Talks. I don't mind ads like that YouTube shows at the beginning of a video. What I hate are mid-roll ads, because like usually, okay, a lot of YouTubers now will do like sponsored ad reads like Raycon or Raid Shadow Legends or NordVPN or who knows, you know, and they'll do those ad reads in their video. So it's really annoying to me to like lose out on a minute already in the video from an ad read, and then on top of that there's a mid-roll ad. That stuff drives me insane, dude. Like, the ad reads are already annoying enough to me, which YouTube Premium, by the way, another plug, they have a feature where there are commonly skipped portions of the video, so you can just click a button and usually it will just jump ahead to the end of the ad read. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. Like, bar none, the best YouTube Premium feature. I'm not even joking. It's so nice. It's fairly new, but yeah, I just hate that, man. Just getting bombarded by ads and then ad reads that you just can't skip because I mean you can, but then you have to like fiddle with the slider and you're wasting part of your ad-free viewing experience from watching the ad earlier. It's just, I don't know. It's obnoxious. Meanwhile, now I can just click a button. It jumps ahead. Bang. Yeah, Samir, that's rough, dude. 10-minute ads is ludicrous. I think sometimes their algorithm knows, or like it thinks that you're just not even home and YouTube is just auto playing on your TV. And it probably thinks to itself like, oh, I could probably just slap a huge ad segment on there, make YouTube a bunch of money. I'm going to go do that. That's my guess. I'm sure that's maybe what happens. Because they do use that. I'm not sure if they ended up implementing or not, but I know they had talked about and announced like an algorithm to use the videos you watch to kind of guess how old you are and then serve you content based on that. Probably similar to that. Like they probably have AI that can detect when you're watching or not. Or maybe can to various degrees of success and then just farm ads off of you. You ever get mid-roll ads on music? I mean, not for a while because I have YouTube Premium. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that or like a podcast or something. It's just annoying. And it's usually like, it's just like advertisements on TV where the volume is jacked up to 1 million. So you'll just be chilling. Like once in a while, I'll listen to just like ambient, like rain. Just if I'm hanging out, like laying in our hammock or whatever. And then like you'll just get an ad that just makes blood come out of your ears because it's so loud. And that's very jarring, especially if you're about to fall asleep. Like, I don't like that ads are a huge portion of business nowadays. Like, I get it. It's how things work, like how you can monetize things. It's just, it's like we found this really happy thing with the internet, you know, unlimited content. And then we just decided to ruin it by just poisoning it with advertisements all the time. It's quite sad. Read books, guys. I should tell that to myself, actually. Actually, you know what won't give you an ad? If you give a thumbs up on this live stream or video, if you're watching this as a VOD because you're a legend, go ahead and give those thumbs up, guys. If you are enjoying the stream, even if you're not enjoying the stream, just like it anyway, in spite of me. You know? It really does help the stream perform better, and it'll make your day better. Anecdotally, of course. And I feel like I don't see 7-star Kingpin being used that much. Poor guy. The belly bumper extraordinaire. Ugh. I should put on recoils. See just how fast we can do arena. He took a rank 4 Jugs and a rank 4 Kingpin in Realm of Legends today. Both doing sub 30 seconds easy. That's awesome, man. Was that mostly... I mean, I guess they were both doing it, huh? What was the highest belly bump you had? Wait, you have a rank 5 Sentinel? I didn't know that. Dude, I'm jealous. Zemo, please. Yo, what's up, Sniz? How are you? Over 100K on a belly bump? Dude, I would love to see that. Jugs with one special too. Is that with or without recoils, Wolverine? Doing good? Glad to hear it, Sniz. Well, welcome in, man. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hey, speaking of Sentinel. Yeah, sure, we'll use Mr. Knight. Why not? Dang, that's awesome, dude. I actually didn't know you had a rank 5 Senti. Did you rank up Sentinel just for war, or just that was your favorite tech option you had? I feel like for war, like you would have maybe taken Bastion up or something. If you have a Bastion, I don't remember. I don't know everybody's rosters. But Sentinel is extremely tanky. Like in my run up to Gladiator Circuit this last season, I would use Sentinel for matchups, and I would let whoever it was usually just special 3 me because it wouldn't kill me anyway. So I could just keep piling on the damage. Oh, I didn't know if you could dash in time. I guess you can. Can't hang against the full moon, Mr. Knight, though. You got a tech gem 4 to 5. Well, very nice, man. I mean, it's no Yondu, but maybe we can allow it this one time. You know what? Let's go beat up on Spider-Ham out of spite. Jerk face. Yo, shout out to this guy with his Corvus Glaive. Yondu? Whoa. Sentinel? 2 can play at that game. Wolverine. You're making me insult one of my favorite tech champions, though. I don't like that. Oh, also Gentle was great in Battlegrounds, by the way. Just let him get harassed and then fire off a meaty special 2. Or special 1 and then special 2. Wintanel. I think that one's a little bit of a stretch. I don't know that that one really rules off the tongue as easy. How you like me now, Spider Ham? Think you want to come join the roster, buddy? Danny Moonstar, always a pleasure. Sentinel is hard to come back from. That's true. It's literally in the name. It's in the name. And what are these arena fights? I don't want to fight Photon. This one will be okay, though. No, every time I use Sentinel, I actually say Sentinel in my head. I don't know why. It's just kind of like ingrained in me for some reason. Beautiful. There's also mid Dusa. That's a constant one for me too. I don't know. Maybe I have like mental issues. Don't answer that or validate that. Due to APOC, the ultimate Zemo counter. Disorient and bleed immune. We're halfway there, chat. Has Kabam teased any of the new champions yet? It feels like it would be about that time. Tomb. Do it, Wolverine. Do it. Challenge yourself, man. Is the live stream this week or next? I'm not sure. If I had to guess, I would say it's this week. Also, what is up, Nick? What is up, Warlock? How are you guys? You had a 24-second fight in Rebel Legends with Gladiator on Jugs with class disadvantage. Wow. With or without recoils? I would assume without. I feel like with, you could get it under 20. Not me, but you could. It's got to be this week. But if the live stream is this week, I would be really surprised we hadn't seen any like champion leaks or anything yet. Also, if it's this week, then we're cooked again, and I'll just have to make my live stream Friday night watching the live stream, which is okay. I actually almost prefer that. We need to do start thinking of new bingo squares, chat. We're gonna need to update that bad boy for this upcoming live stream. I'll have to start thinking of some too. We don't have to change up the entire thing, but I do want a couple new squares. And then maybe we can move some things around as well. Actually, let's use you for you and you for you. Good old Wongers. Wong might have one of my favorite gameplay loops in the entire game. Isn't that usually how June is, Wolverine? I don't care. The June champions are always really good. Feels like they're usually never miss champions, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't blame you, Nick. Those masteries are expensive. Mastery cores are no joke, man. And now you can't farm. Well, I mean, you couldn't farm them, but you could get a couple of the free stony cores from the side issues or whatever. But those are now RIP. Oh, time to run Jabari Panther. Time to summon Charles. Do you want things that won't? Oh, you're saying like put that in a bingo square. Okay. I think, yeah, I don't want things that like are guaranteed to not happen. But I want things that like it's a coin flip. To me, I feel like I mean, that's how the champs have always been LGBTQ for like the past, as far as I can remember, years. So I think it's safe to assume that trend will continue. So it feels like too much of a lock. You know what I mean? We need things that are a little bit more risky. Like, somebody is wearing the color blue. I don't know. Maybe not that one, because blue might be too easy, but just something like that. Things we can't guarantee, but aren't also too ridiculous. I do think we have an insane streak going of like making sure we get bingo though. I really hope we can continue that. I'm probably jinxing it now, but I think that would probably happen too though. I mean, maybe not. I feel like that's pretty likely. We're definitely gonna probably, yeah, I don't know. We can think about it some more. We could do something in a similar vein to that, but maybe just not something that seems like as likely. I'm sure there's something there we could think of. Oh, the NBA finals are going on? Who's playing in the finals this year? So no Square for Ascended 7-star rank 5 CGR gameplay? No, I don't think so. Not at least for the next 10 years. Then we can finally get in the realm of possibility with that one. Oh, can you imagine though? It would be so fun to be a dev on this game just so I could like, you could test those champions and see like behind the curtain, like, oh, okay, 7-star Quake would be Omega super duper busted. Like this damage is not okay. Like stuff like that. Because we don't really get a chance to see that. Or like seeing what a 7-star CGR would be like. That would be really fun, I think. Spurs and the Thunder. Wait, is that... No, wait. Is that finals or is that conference championship? Oh man, Gore just gets destroyed by Abs, man. You just are always pausing your form. Whoa, yeah, maybe don't refer that way, Wolverine. Let's try and be a little bit, I don't know, the words. A little bit nicer with our verbiage, our turn of phrase. But yeah, listen, that whole subject is so it's tricky to work around. Just because so many people have so many different opinions on it. I would prefer to not have anything related to bingo in it, just so we can avoid any sort of like political contention or anything between viewers. It's unfortunate that that's the reality we live in, but we do. Okay, so it is conference championship then. Thank you, Wolverine. Yeah, is it looking like the Thunder are gonna win? What is the I almost said map count because I've been watching too many esports lately, but what's the map count? Oh, I guess I can dex that with Dazzler, huh? Maybe I should learn Bullseye SB1 just for Dazzler. Hoping it's Knicks Spurs. I'd be down for that. That's crazy. The Spurs are already like back in a position where they could make the finals even. It feels like yesterday they were tanking for Wemby. Which seems to be paying dividends, by the way. Also, look at how enormous Sassy is compared to the thing. It looks it like it actually looks comical. It makes the thing look like a little kid. Is it game 7 then? Warlock? Or is it like is it game match point for both teams or just one team? Hmm. I do think we should take predictions on who we think the next Stellar Forge champion will be, though. Maybe we can, like, make an Excel spreadsheet. Everyone can put their predictions down below. Maybe we'll do that on, like, Thursday, along with bingo. Because I don't think that'll last the whole stream. It did last time because we were, like, remaking the board entirely. I don't think we'll have to do that this go around. We'll just swap some squares out. Okay, it's game 5. Right on. Science Black Bolt. That would be cool. I think, okay, Samir, you may have cooked with that. Black Bolt would have a really cool looking color scheme with like the glowing purple because he has the kind of like the lightning bolts on his suit already. If those were purple, that would look pretty dope. I don't know what his like items would be. Probably like his little U. Outside of that, though, I don't know what pieces you would need. But that's a pretty good guess, actually. I could totally see that. I think he would look sweet, too. Oh, what? I have no idea how homie just intercepted me there. Oh, he's still... Gentle's cooking me. Miles, you gotta hit a little harder for me, bud. Ah, wonderful. Ask and you shall receive. First thing that came to mind? I think that's pretty good intuition. You have been insanely psychic in the past. Perhaps this is your return to form. It could be. Too bad they remade Doctor Strange already. I think he would look really cool with the Stellar Forged. Like, you could give him like a white cape or something. I don't know. I could see Thor. It might be a little weird since we have Thor Rags releasing soon, though. Stay away from me. Kindred is such a beast on defense, man. You could do Hyperion. That would be really cool. I don't know what class he would change over to, though. I just think he would look really cool with the color scheme. You'd rather just have a fully reworked OG Thor? I feel like that's unlikely with Thor Rags, though. Kabam doesn't usually like to double up on the same champion. Or, like, family of champions, I feel like. They usually like to spread the love. But they seem to be doing champions that weren't, like, abysmal. Like, in their day, they were actually pretty respectable champions. So, maybe, like... I mean, Black Bolt, I think, is a great option. Because he was never, like, awful. Screw Thor Rags. I think he'll just be okay. Since everybody will get one for free eventually. But yeah, I think Black Bolt's a great choice. I think Wolverine would be a really cool option. But we did just get X-23. And again, kind of a similar vein. So I don't know if they would do that. It'd be cool if they did, though. Wolverine, but dressed in purple instead of the yellow would be fresh. Stormbreaker Thor would be sick, dude. That would be pretty cool. It would be cool to just get like a really, really good version of Thor. I feel like Thor needs some love. Yeah, bleed, or like they would probably do neuroshocks just because they're obsessed with that debuff. Nah, I don't think they would. I'm just kidding. Bleeds wouldn't make as much. I feel like Rupture might make more sense. Like Stormbreaker can chop, I guess, so maybe it could be bleeds. Hold on, let me cook. Samir's about to make a brand new champion. Well, that would be a fun stream one night. We try and make like a custom champion. We could even like brainstorm new buffs and new debuffs. That would be really cool. Excuse me. Dude, Stacy's mom? I didn't know Stacy's mom played MCOC. Killmonger. They could do a Black Panther. Stellar Forge Black Panther would be cool. You could, if you really wanted to, maybe make him tech. That would be a bit of a stretch. But I mean, he does have a lot of tech in his suit. I did not know Bishop applied a passive stun. I don't know what part of his kit. Maybe is that like the Storm Pyramid X parry? Oh, Abyss, welcome in. I'm sorry you're sick, man. For the record though, brother, you're always sick. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, I hope you get feeling better. That's no fun. Note to self, don't use Shuri against somebody who's shock immune, which for some reason I literally always do. Okay, my block is just not, it do be not blocking. See, in my experience, Abyss, I always say that, and then it ends up hanging around for like almost a week. Hopefully you're right though, man. I mean, depending on where you live too, it's starting to get warm now. Like pretty warm. And I don't know about you guys, but I think it might be the worst when it's hot outside and you're sick. What am I doing trying to heavy from 12 years away? Because, dude, if you're in the wintertime, usually you just don't want to go outside anyway. And you can just curl up with a blanket and a heater and stuff, you know? And it's chill, okay? Because you're kind of like, your fever almost kind of feels like it helps in a way. If that makes sense, just because it's usually cold. And so your insane amounts of warmth that you just like stack on yourself when you're sick help. But if it's already summer and you're already burning alive, it's just a miserable spot to be in. It's like, do I want a fan pointed at me? And then you're like sweaty and just muggy and gross. I don't know. But then also like maybe you want a heater on you. And if that's the case, then you're even more sweaty and gross. It's just, it feels like a can't win situation. But that's okay. I feel like most people don't get too sick in the summertime anyway. So it is not usually a problema. You already put your AC in the window? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's a little bit better for me because I live in a basement apartment, so it's like the same temperature year round. I will still use a space heater like deep into summer. Just because there's no reason not to. Like, it's still decently cold, and I really like the white noise from a space heater. I'm also a psychopath. I'm addicted to space heaters. Samir from... Okay. I'm not the best person to ask on this because I'm not super duper, like, up to date with the NBA. But I can tell you this. The Knicks are one of the largest fan bases in the NBA, and they're very feral. They always have been. They're very passionate for their team. And so the fact that they have a chance to win the finals is big for them. New York, in general, their sports have not been good in just about anything in a long time. So when it's like, when you have a market that big, like New York, it tends to erupt and like take over for a while because they're just so excited. So I think that's probably what's happening is people are just, they've been in a drought for like sports teams performing well for so long that they're just extra hyped now. So it's kind of a big deal to them. As far as like the sporting community overall, though, it's not anything like super duper crazy. But it is cool, though. I mean, New York sports, like, throw them a frickin' bone kind of deal. They need something. Their football team gets embarrassed year after year after year. I don't know that I've heard much of their baseball team lately, although I'm not, like, big into keeping track of baseball. But I'm pretty sure they're not super great. Although the Yankees are occasionally okay. Yeah, I think the last time the Knicks were like super good was a while ago. I think they were good last year too, though. Didn't they make the finals last year or 2 years ago, or they made the playoffs or something? Oh wait, no, I think they lost to the Pistons or Pacers or something. They lost to something. Maybe, I don't think they lost to the Pistons. I think it might have been the Pacers. I don't know, man. The only sports ball I keep very up to date with is football. You just find all sports incredibly boring? Maybe you just haven't found like that sport for you then, Abyss. There's got to be something out there. Maybe you're a professional pickleball watcher and you just don't know it yet. AKA giant ping pong. Ping pong tennis, basically, is what pickleball is. Or like badminton. Badminton's kind of cool. Okay, it's been that long, Sheep. So they must have... I'm pretty sure they made the playoffs last year, so they must have gone out like I thought. For what it's worth, too, I do think we also just live in a world where you can generate artificial hype if you have enough money for whatever you want. Maybe there's a chance that's happening for the Knicks. Although, like I said, they do have a huge fan base. And the fact that it's like being talked about a lot on social media isn't surprising at all. But we do live in a world where you can easily, with enough money, generate artificial hype, which is unfortunate, but it's the way the game is played. Dude, I really need to remember how to play Triple J. I need to watch his deep dive again. Because I know he has that like miss mechanic that's really cool, but I don't remember how to use it. I don't know how to do it on controller, but on mobile you swipe up while blocking. Okay, and that's like to take the picture, which inflicts the falter. It's probably the exact same. Except you move up on the analog stick. I'll try and remember that for next time. That's exactly how Ares works on mobile, and it still works that way on controllers, so probably the same way. I think you're right, James. I think you're right. Except in my case, it would be up on my controller while holding block. Of course, I ranked up. I ranked him up anyways, I think. Without even really being familiar with playing him. I ranked up Strife, by the way, since my Twitch drops gave me a mutant 1 to 2. I think I might start using Strife for the long AQ. Just for the throwback. Because he was my boy for a while. Dude, maybe they'll give us Stellar Forge Strife. They would never. I thought you could convert that to a passive. Oh, wait, no, it's the Fury that's passive. Never mind. Do we need another parry heavy champion in the game? Samir, I hope you come away from your opening with Madeline Pryor, man. Forgot about drops? Yeah, make sure you get them. I mean, you've got until Friday, but definitely get them out of the way sooner than later. They're really easy to forget about, man. I've done it a few times. Like, everyone else is probably going to have Thor before me. Because I've just totally spaced out on drops, man. More than a few times. It's just usually like my free time I'm streaming. And I don't have the bandwidth to just watch my own stream while I stream. Yo, what's up, HEY? We're just hanging out right now, man. Man, same vein as drops, by the way. Make sure you get your blade piece. Go crush out some Battlegrounds. I know a lot of people in my Discord server have been doing that. Which, shout out everybody that's gotten to Gladiator Circuit in the last few days. Cutting it close, but I'm glad you guys persevered. That's awesome. Shameless plug, by the way. In my YouTube video description is my Discord server link. You're more than welcome to join. Hopefully that's enough, Samir. You would think it would be, but a lot of times you can still come away with missing new champions, even with that many crystals. I did not mean to heavy there, but I'll take it, I guess. Ooh, you're prepared to pop the Nexus even? Dang, man. Going all the way. Well, best of luck to you, man. Found something pretty funny on Discord? All right, I'll give it a look. Ooh, we gotta use blade. Let's go. Let's see what we got. I'll show it on stream if it's actually funny enough. Now the pressure's on. It loads. Oh, it's a video. Oh, dude, no, I have, where is that? I swear I have the post-it note about friendlies. Where'd it go? It might have fallen off my desk, but I do still have it, actually. Anyway, that is a good reminder. Because I did promise some friendlies. Oh, is it just Seaton's comments? What the heck? How is that happening? How does Google translate that? That can't be real. Wolverine, what's the logic on that? Hold on. Aegon, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Also, Goat Boy, how are you, man? We're just having a good time right now. Grinding some arena while we still can. Then we got to grind Coliseum tomorrow. Then we got to work on our bingo sheet probably on Thursday, because I'm assuming there'll be a new stream on Friday. Then we'll watch the stream on Friday. That'll be fun. That's our whole week probably. Hold on, let me see if I can see, like, what does Google Translate detect that as? There's no way. Like, it has to be some tech with, like, yeah, no. It doesn't translate to that. In the comments section, it must, though. Wait, what? Okay, so I translated it once and it translated kabammed to piles, and then I did it again and it just translated it to baboons. What? How does that even work, man? Is it because it's actually this word? No. Yeah, it translates to baboons for me. I don't know how it went to that. That's so bizarre. At least it's a good day to not be a Finns fan. Hey, go boy, that was personal, man. Why you gotta be like that? I'm already going to be suffering the entire next season. You don't have to come in here and just wound my feel goods like that, man. That's crazy. I am spelling it the same, yeah. I mean, not with the emoji, though. Maybe that's the difference. But yeah, regrettably, you're right, Goat Boy. But look. Maybe this is the moment where they'll get their rectal cranial inversion fixed and finally be a good team. Just be a Colts fan. I will say the Colts were fun to watch, especially when they had Phillip Rivers. That was must watch. I do like the Colts. At the very least, they're a team I respect. I don't actively hate the Colts. I was really pulling for them, man. It's a real bummer what happened to you guys last year. Also, what's up, Charles? Sorry, man. It was Shield, right? Abyss? Or did you get another one after Shield? It is not HTY. It's really, really sad. It wasn't really talked a lot about when it happened. That's probably why you haven't been able to find too much about it. But unfortunately, revive farming is now dead. It has passed away. It was smothered in its crib, along with all of the back issues. So the only way now would be to kind of hold on to your daily super event revive as long as you possibly can in your stash, and then hoard green crystals, basically. So yeah, the best recommendation I would have, your daily super event right here, it'll give you a revive. You can hold on to this in your stash for, I believe, 7 days, and then you can claim it, and then the revive will go into your stash for another set amount of days. That's probably the best way to hoard them. But no, you can't really like farm up 1 million like you used to be able to. At least not that I know of. There could be like a secret strategy somebody has found and kept to themselves. But yeah, as far as I know, gone. Who have I gotten Ascension 2 so far from the pool? The only Ascension 2 I have is it Vision Arcus Ascension 2? And Maestro, I believe. I'd have to double check. I can show, after I'm done with this arena, I can show all my Ascended champions for you guys. My Ascension roster is pretty fleshed out, though. We've gotten a surprising amount of champions. It's been pretty nice. Been pretty fortunate. Man, if only I could run forward. I guess I forgot. Dude, someone could make a funny meme. It's like Cyclops when it was learn to run forward day in school. Then it just shows an empty chair. I just hate it so much. Why is it a thing? Why did they have to do that to my boy? You have Maestro Lizard, Nola, Tuma, Spot, and Iron Man. Oh yeah, because you went crazy on the box, though. Yeah, anytime. Anytime, HTY. Oh, I knew I was feeling delirious. First Eugene. I have seen quite a bit of Sable gameplay by now, Samir, you're right. Maybe we'll give it a look-ski do. Maybe not today. Okay, Go Boy, to answer your question, I think just Maestro and Vision Arcus, but I can show my Ascension roster after I'm done with this arena. Because I'm sure there's other people who might want an update and or are curious. Man, you guys have a lot of Ascension level 2s. I need to spend more money, chat. Spiral looks so happy when she's running into the fight, just doing her little ballerina spins. Your penny is at 1.5? Dude, get the rest of the half then, man. Man, I really wish you could use pre-fights in Arena. It doesn't usually matter, but sometimes it does. This is one of those times. It doesn't matter. We're still going to do okay damage. New collectives announced? How would they announce new collective? Like new collectives, like buffs? Because you can't, I mean, there's already a collective for every class. How could you announce new ones? All right, that's enough help. My lines is pretty good at spreading the love on that. Wait, these are temporary? Wait, what? I must have missed that part of the stream entirely. What? Wait, so the collectives as we know them are not permanent? Oh, like that sounds cool. Like collectives for different tagged champions, basically. That's sweet. But they would probably, like, maybe they would shift like the saga boost into collectives. Hey, new Statcast. We love that. Here, let me spin these two and then I'll go show you guys my Ascension roster. There will be both. Dude, I must have missed class when they announced that. Zemo, what's up, man? How are ya? Congrats on ascending Zemo and Kindred. That's cool, man. Good champions. Kindred is a menace. Dude, Stellar Forge Rocket Raccoon. That would be cool. We could finally have a good Rocket Raccoon. But Swiss, we can only hope and dream, right? Kindred makes me want to pull my hair out. I feel that, man. I was probably looking at Karate Mike in his cup. You know what, Sheep? Fair. You're absolutely right. I was sip maxing. Or I was watching him sip max. I think that's what the kids call it. All right, here are all my Ascended champions. Oh, wait, is High... Yeah, High Evolutionary is level 1. Yeah, so it's just Maestro and Vision Arcus at level 2. Yeah, Karate Mike is a Broncos fan. That is a big bummer. I think other than that, he's a great guy. But it is a bit unfortunate. I mean, hey, at least they made the playoffs. And then their quarterback broke his freaking ankle. Rip. Which was a tragedy. Anyway, I need more champions so I can like scroll up and down though. It bothers me that the roster doesn't move here. I don't know why. You would think it would rubber band, like go up and snap down or down and snap back up, but it doesn't. I just can't move anything. I don't think they patched it, Goat Boy. It does seem to perform a little bit better, but I have done it since, and it is still really laggy. Yes. For me, it had never crashed my game, but it did get me dang near to like 1 FPS on my phone. I don't think my computer ever got that slow, but it does get really, really choppy. Anyway, pretty solid roundup here of the Ascension champions. You have a white tiger. Very nice. Well, we're about to get Spider-Ham from 3 Valiant crystals, so... Or not. But no, that definitely is one of the best matchups of all time, is the Nefaria double matchup. You have to have Despair, though. That's what really confuses the game. Without it, it's pretty much bug-free, I think. Despair is what makes the... well, Despair and Willpower, I think, makes the game hurt a little bit. All right, gold pool incoming. Nope. Okay, I think we have a few 7-star basics to rip open. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we have our login crystal. It's literally... Dude, why do they even give it to you as a crystal? It's just, oops, all Jean Grey. Oh, boy. That is a pretty cool matchup as well, Swiss. I do like that. For lore reasons. Not just because it's buggy as heck. There's also the Symbiote Supremo Koye matchup is hilarious. That's one of my favorites too. Sounds like a nightmare getting him. I mean, dream. Dude, I'll never get Spider-Ham on my roster. It's never gonna happen. Zemo is probably like, dude, really? I haven't watched your stream in months and you still haven't gotten Spider-Ham? Correct. I have not. Oh, that was a Nexus. I mean, that would be a really good defensive relic, but Oonga Boonga damage. We'll take crossbows. You finally got Sable? Well, maybe it's time for me, man. I feel like everybody in my chat has gotten their chase champions. Except for me. It's like I'm on the outside looking in, man. I'm like the SpongeBob meme. I'm just looking down at other people being super duper happy. Not me though, man. Not me. All right, guys. It has been a very long time. Yeah, Zemo. It's literally ridiculous. I've opened we've opened the gazillion Grace crystals, and then all the basics that came with that. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, Goat Boy. I feel like I'm like possessed. Like I just need to collect them all. So I feel that. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying before I distracted myself, guys, we have not done a crisp high five in a little bit. All right, so go ahead and get your guesses in down below. If you're new to the chat, here's what we're doing. We have 2 crystals. All right, so everybody in this chat has 2 guesses. Okay, for each guess you get correct, then you will get a crisp high five. Now you can guess in the order doesn't matter. You just have to get the champion that pops out of the crystal correct. Okay, and then for every correct guess you get a crisp high five, which is the most prestigious, most luckiest, most bestest thing ever. And it will give you insane amounts of luck. It will bring your lost animals all back to your house. It will do everything imaginable, basically, allegedly. All right, so go ahead and get your guesses in. I'll give you like a couple minutes for that. Again, the order does not matter. 2 guesses per person. Let's see if anybody in the chat should be playing the lottery directly after stream today. My personal guess is going to be War Machine and Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham, not Spider-Ham. Spider-Man, because MCOC hates me, and that's like one of my 2 most pulled champs, I feel like. Class will not give you a crisp high five. No, but it has to be on the money. You have to guess the name of the champion. Dude, Goat Boy, that would be sick. Black Widow Deadly Origin melts. I feel like, unfortunately, though, Okoye is just better. Gamora. Zemo, you're putting all the money on Gamora? I pay special attention to Swiss Beats, you guys. He's had ridiculous hit rate lately. And he's guessing Lady Deathstrike and Omega Sentinel. Okoye is just mega broken. I think she's semi-balanced. She is very, very good, though. And she does, like, make a lot of other champions feel redundant, I guess. Shocker and Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. I can't remember if I have DDHK. I think I do. She is the Cosmic Queen. The quotes in your voice. Ham and Rocket. Dude, Spider-Ham is obviously the one we're looking for. We got Luke Cage. Yeah, no, Zemo, you weren't here, but we got Lumitrix, dude. Lumitrix, who entered the pool a couple months ago. Or a few months ago. We have Lumitrix. But we have not gotten Spider-Ham. That's how dumb this whole thing is, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. As soon as I get back, we're going to spin this first one, okay, guys? So hurry and wrap it up, getting your guesses in. Okay, guys, I'm back. Before we get into it, though, before we get into this, to the Kabam employee watching my stream right now, first of all, thank you. I appreciate the support. Second of all, stop, okay? We all know that you are the ghost in the machine. You are the reason I am not getting Spider-Ham. It's the only explanation, okay? Today is the day you stop. You let me get the Spider Pig. You let me have a good, excellent end to the stream today. We all go home happy. Please, please, do not ruin this for me. You've done it too many times already. It's time. You just need to let go. Let it go. Just let it happen. Come on, man. Oh, I don't know what I'll do when I get him, man. Cool. I'll have to just start chasing Prowler, I guess. Hey, Black Widow Deadly Origins. Speak of the devil. That's crazy. You were just talking about her, Goat Boy. That's so funny. Did anyone guess Black Widow Deadly Origin, though? I don't think so. Why couldn't that be my guess? Dude, it sucks that you didn't go with her. You could have been so right. The key is to let it spin out. Okay. I agree. I agree. We're going to test that theory now, though. At this point, I've tried everything, man. Actually, not everything. I haven't tried to open the crystal with actual ham. Maybe that's the secret, dude. Start spinning in your chair. Okay. I don't have a lot of room to spin without hitting all my stream stuff. Nope. Dang it. Oh, well. Another swing and a miss. Did anybody guess our boy Jack of the Lantern? I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't see a Jack. Dang. Is the world punishing me for being a Finns fan? No, I think being a Finns fan is punishing enough. I don't need extra punishment on top of that, Goat Boy. You know, like, at this point, I've put in my time. I've gone through the gauntlet, you know, like, it's just time to be rewarded now. Jackie is a very good champion. Yep. Whoa, Abyss, 2 for 2. No way. See, and now we're at the part where I start looking over my crystals, like opening the fridge to find food, even though there's nothing there. Because I'm just so sad. I just don't know what to do, man. It's like Spider-Ham isn't real. He doesn't exist. Part of me wants to use my units, but I literally just spent an entire stream getting some more of those, so we're not going to do that. Go boy. Maybe that's the universe trying to tell you something, man. Maybe it's time to turn over a new leaf. Just be a better person. No smack talk on the Dolphins. Listen, I heard enough, man. I can't pull Spider-Ham. I can't pull Prowler. I can pull both of them on my alt account, which is ridiculous. Wait, what is this? Get a unique title. Wait, what? No, what? You can get a fancy title for getting first appearance magic, but you still have to buy it with Radiance. That's ridiculous. I'm doing it anyways, but that's ridiculous. Why would I do that? It's not even a Legends title or anything. That would have been cool, though. First to Hell. It's kind of a cool title, though. That goes pretty hard. All right, well, time to use our Radiance on units again. Now that we don't have to save up for magic. Never pulled jugs until yesterday. The ones I started, didn't think you were pulling anything to do. Boom. Dude, LK, congrats, man. I think I remembered you mentioning you were hunting Juggernaut. That's awesome for you, dude. I did actually get magic. Yeah, I don't think she's that great, but it's more just so I can have the shiny Pokédex, you know? I did get magic. Waste of Radiance? Absolutely. Absolutely. But, dude, I had to do it. I barely got magic in time, too. I got the last little bit of Radiance that I needed from raids, I think. Yeah, she is pretty bad. She was actually surprisingly okay for that Vox fight. Unfortunately, Kushala exists, but she's actually Not too awful for that. Give me that Ascended Mojo. Done, dude. You give me Spider Ham, I'll send him right over. Done, 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 done. Ooh, I still need Mordo. Maybe I could get one of these and we could go for Mordo. That might be a move, actually. Since I doubt I'll really get another way to get Mordo other than this crystal. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Is there anybody in the incursions one I need? I think I have everybody in there, though. 7-star tragic. Yeah, dude, that is a pretty apt nickname, though. She really did do good against Fox, though. Not like. All right, hopefully we get Mordo here. Then we never buy one of these crystals again. Mordo does some pretty good things in buff heavy matchups, Goat Boy. I think he doesn't get the attention. I think he's a pretty solid champion. And we get, we get our bald brother. Let's go, man. Is he Max Sig? Yep. Oh boy. Of course. Of course. And then I don't think we're close to a box. I just want to know how close we are. Oh. Wait, is it right here? Yeah, it's right there. Oh yeah, we're like halfway. Oh, and we're just gonna get Corvus. Rip, dude. Rip. It would be cool if this rotated out. I know this box will stay this box for a very, very long time. But it would be cool to have that rotate. Yo, I called that. Can you keep farming Ascension from that crystal? No. You can't get Ascension from that. Corvus is a beast. I've never been huge on Corvus personally. Especially, I mean, Ascension helps him a lot. Don't get me wrong. But especially with the growing health pools. He just doesn't have the same. I mean, he has the same punch, but the punch matters less. Got a double ascending them. What do you mean? My guy is already max ascension. Rocky phone fighting him in his EQ. Dude, that's a level of dedication right there, Go Boy. I've wanted to throw my phone a few times. I never actually got there though. Oh yeah, second ascension from resetting the box. Yeah. I mean, you can buy it like 60 times or whatever. Yeah, 60 times. When do we think Ascension 3 is coming? Probably sometime this year. I would guess. Maybe towards the back half of the year. Yeah, I think Banquet might be a good guess. At earliest, I would say Cyber Monday, but that feels a little too early to me. I think Banquet's a good guess, though. Because then the big draw will be you can get the champs ascended if you just buy a bunch of keys. At least that's my guess. Yeah, I don't remember a time where I've raged super hard. I think the most rage that I can readily remember, Goat Boy, is the first time I fought Glycan. Because it was way late at night and I was super tired. And I know I was just playing like garbage because I was barely awake, but I just wanted to finish that content so bad. And I just kept getting destroyed. Watch Sable gameplay? We can do that on stream tomorrow, Samir. It's time to ramp up stream today, though. I said pretty please. Now I have to. If somebody asked you to pretty please jump off a cliff, would you do it? No. Pretty please is a powerful statement. Unfortunately, not powerful enough. Not today. We will watch it tomorrow, though. We will watch it tomorrow. It's legally binding. Yeah, just don't let me forget about it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my stream today. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Had you guys show out pretty good today. Chat was really fun, really engaging. Appreciate you guys so much for dropping by and supporting the channel, as always. Go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five, and we'll be live again tomorrow with the new Coliseum fights and watching Samir's incredible, the greatest you've ever seen Sable gameplay. I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming that's what it's going to be like. That's what I expect from the Sable main over there. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure and tune in tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night, a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. And I will